Hey, what's up everyone, and welcome to another reaction video for today. Anyway, so let's do it. This is Video Game Donkey. It's a brand new video. It's the end of PS5. Oh no, really? Already? It's been barely 3 years. It's over. Oh man, we didn't even get Knack 3 yet. We didn't even get the girl with the cheeks that everybody hates. The Blade game. Not Blade, Stellar Blade, right? Yeah, that sounds right. Anyway, we didn't get I don't know. Well, Sly Cooper 5, or I rather it could be called 4. We can pretend the fourth one didn't exist, but Sly Cooper 5, I guess. 4. Anyway, we didn't get any of those. What the fuck? Anyway, so let's get to it. The end of PS5. I'm surprised speaking of this, or showing this, I guess. I'm surprised we haven't gotten a new Astro's. What was the VR game? Astro's Rocket Jump. What the hell was it called? Astro's Big Bean Burrito. That's a video game donkey. What the hell was it called? Astro's. It's not Playroom. What was the one? Rescue Mission. That sounds right. Which I never played myself. But I'm surprised we haven't gotten another one of those. It's been I think about a year since the PSVR 2 has been released. I thought, if anything, that would be the perfect launch title. Did we even get an Astro thing VR period? I think there might have been something. I don't know. Anyway, let's get to it. Let's go. Link in the description. 3, 2, 1, and play.
After sales of the PlayStation 5 failed to meet expectations over the holidays, Sony has said the console is entering the latter stage of its life cycle.
What? Really? I didn't... How did I fucking miss that? What? I didn't know it didn't sell that well. No. What are you doing? Remake is don't rip it apart.
It's virtually one-to-one from a gameplay perspective.
But it's a remake. Like I said, it's a From Software game from 2009 for the PlayStation 3.
Fundamentally, Demon's Souls for PS5 is what it
But it's a remake, though, so...
has been. Barring some
it looks better. That means it's better.
Small tweaks, the design of the game is identical to From Software's original.
Blue Point's good at just making the same game except better.
The enemies are placed in the same positions and behave in the same ways.
I'm saying that. I'm surprised we haven't seen Blue Point's next thing that they're doing. I think everybody expects it to be either Metal Gear Solid or Ico. Metal Gear Solid 3 is already a thing, so I'm going to count that one out. Ico would be sick, though. They did a great job with Shadow of Colossus.
The Demon's Souls remake. I think that it's inferior to the original in every way other than graphics. Yeah. I think the atmosphere is worse. I think the art direction is much diminished. I think many of the changes to the music and to the enemy design misunderstand their purpose in the original.
The PS5 is trash. The design of the PS5 is the stupidest fucking thing I've ever...
Yeah, it doesn't look great.
Seen. Sometimes
Spider-Man Miles Morales. What the fuck was that? It's just a sheet of metal. Fuck you, fuck you, Sony. But there's like a sheet of metal in there. I don't know. I don't like it either, but I do like me collecting my PS5. Hey, you got a PS5 control up there. Didn't think I'd see it. I saw it. DualSense is great.
The stupidest fucking thing I've ever seen. Sometimes Spider-Man Miles Morales can feel too similar to what's come before. The core gameplay loop is
same thing with Spider-Man 2.
Much the same. Spider-Man Miles Morales' New York is largely the same as the one in 2018 Spider-Man. The new
I see what he's doing here. I get it now.
Spider-Man game isn't really...
There really is a lot of just games from other consoles coming over to the PS5. I'm sure he'll bring up Last of Us 1 and Part 1 and Part 2. How many original games were on PS5? Horizon, I keep hearing the second one is a lot like the original. Yeah.
All that new. Uses the same city map, just this time there's a coating of snow, some holiday decorations, it adds a little seasonal flavor. The game does look better on PS5, but it isn't a drastic difference. Though Miles controls pretty much exactly like Peter did in 2018 Spider-Man, so despite being
I'm sorry, he has the exaggerated swagger of a black teen. So shut the fuck up.
Spider-Man.
Honestly, whoever made this review, whoever's talking right now,
actually play like a new Spider-Man. It's being called the biggest fucking waste of your hard-earned money to come along in years. Sony's new stupid box thing, while it's being released for
that fucking caught me off guard.
PlayStation 5, Guerrilla Games says they get most of their development on the PlayStation 4's hardware.
Yeah, it was on PS4. Oh, and God of War Ragnarok. Oh, also, there you go. That was the other game.
Oh, if you haven't been able to snag a PS5 just yet, don't worry. Guerrilla Games said...
I feel really bad. I've been collecting for PS5 for so long, and it's already going to die. I have so many PS5 games. I don't even want to talk about it.
As the PS4 version
Oh,
will
no.
not be a compromised way to enjoy your journey through the Forbidden West.
Yeah, it
This
didn't look like
game
it.
is indeed
I did comparisons where I watched a comparison video, and it didn't seem like obviously PS4 version of God of War Ragnarok looks worse, I guess, but it doesn't look that bad. I mean, God of War 2018 looks great, so it'd be very weird if out of nowhere God of War Ragnarok looked like dog shit, you know?
still cross-generation. Like
Anybody remember like Shadow of Mordor? Anybody play that? Where like if you played it on 360 and you played on Xbox One, you're getting two completely different games. They completely removed the Nemesis system in 360 because they couldn't get it to work on there. Where here it's just like whatever. I mean, you know, the fur looks more sharp. The frame rate's better, I guess.
Sony releases this year, but unlike the likes of, say, Horizon The Forbidden West, the differences here are a little more on the subtle side.
Sony
Really? Because I kept hearing Horizon was kind of subtle too.
has no new games and major franchises coming this year. We do not plan to release any new major existing franchise titles
Until March, right?
next fiscal year.
It's a game so nice they built it thrice. There is something inherently inessential about
I mean, it does look better, but still.
that it can't quite shake. As a remake of an already fabulous remaster,
Now, there's an argument to be made that The Last of Us Part 1 is too similar to the PS3 and PS4 version.
Yeah, it's just too. What do you mean it's too? It's the exact same game. Like the bones and the animation and stuff. The AI is updated a little bit, and of course visuals. But it's not a remake. It's the exact same game. They took all the bones, the rigging for the animations and stuff. Pretty much all the gameplay. It's the same for like 90% of it.
To be considered a remake. And
It's not a remake.
part of me agrees with that sentiment. The
It's not a remake. 100% not. If it's it can only be a remake if they built it from the ground up. They did not. If you take any part of the original game and put it into your remake, it's like with The Lion King. Remember The Lion King? Like they were calling it like a live action adaptation. You made it all in CG. It's animated again. You just made another animated version. So you can't call it that. Like, I don't even think... I don't remember Naughty Dog or Sony calling it a remake, though, to be fair, but whatever.
story is identical, the level design is exactly the same, and the
Actually, it's less of the original game because it doesn't have the multiplayer component.
gameplay, apart from some quality of life improvements,
Yeah, just
is
couple-
unchanged.
While the faithfulness to such a revered game is appreciated,
Hey!
the remastered
Brendan
version
Jones.
already fills that void, so it's hard
Best voice in the industry.
not to wonder what Naughty Dog could have done if they'd taken a more radical approach.
2023 was, of course, an unusually quiet year for PlayStation's
yeah.
first-party output, with Marvel's Spider-Man 2 being the only major release to fit
Was it really the only one?
that billing.
I mean, hey! We just got Helldivers 2. I mean, it is also on Steam, but if you count it as, you know... Is it first party? Actually, I don't even know. Is it? Hold on, let me go get it. I actually don't know. Is it? It is. It is. It's PlayStation Studios. All right. So, got that one. I was about to say, because they were advertising the shit out of it. It's the Square.
Spider-Man 2 is not a game you should waste your money on.
Well, the wings look really weird. What the fuck? What the fuck is wrong with the wing? Oh, because it's supposed to be underneath his arm. Yeah, okay. It looks really weird.
Spider-Man 2's combat is very familiar. It doesn't have that new suit smell anymore, but
Yeah, the story's fucking familiar too, because it's just as not great as the other two games.
and the original alongside the sequel in other ways, and it can look a bit like two Spider-Man games pointing at each other.
There's quite a bit of Marvel's Spider-Man 2 that can be
I
summed
thought that was Chris Stuckman for a second. He has the same boring fucking voice.
up as
No offense to Jordan, shoutouts.
more of the same.
Oh boy, more old sh**.
We now have The Last of Us Part 2 remastered. Side by side,
I gotta give Video Game Donkey credit. People have been shitting on Xbox for the last like couple weeks because of the whole like, oh all their games might come to PS5 and stuff, which ended up not really being true. 4 games, and we don't even know what they are, but they're gonna be smaller games. It's gonna be Hi-Fi Rush, Pentiment, and maybe Sea of Thieves, and what was the other Grounded. It's probably gonna be those 4. But at least Xbox had original games, you know, like Starfield technically is theirs, Redfall is. I mean, you could say what you will about them, they're garbage, whatever. But they are original. They're not just like, here's the same game, except a little bit better, just a little bit. Though we're not gonna go too far. But hey, we do have Stellar Blade and Helldivers 2. That's in the first half of this year, so that's pretty good. I mean, we'll see. Stellar Blade might not be good, but we already know Helldivers 2 is great, so everybody's loving it. It's fucking blowing up. And sure, it's on PC, but if we're just talking about first-party games, this is, unless I'm wrong, yeah, it says PlayStation Studios on it, so yeah. I mean, other games are on Steam. Last of Us, you're going to bring up Last of Us Part 1's really terrible PC port. I don't know why they would, but
Suggest that the two versions are a match in terms of basic image quality. The
are you serious?
PlayStation Store description of the game also highlights improved shadow quality and texture quality, which are pretty tough to spot. The presentation of shadows appears nearly identical
Oh, so they just fucking lied.
between the two versions.
Sony reveals the release date of the PlayStation 6. And fans go crazy. Are we talking PlayStation 6 already?
Oh my god. We're Donny 6? Yeah, we are. Remember how long it took in between 360 and Xbox One and, PS3, PS4? It was like 7-8 years. And it was 7-8 years for PS4 to PS5 also. It was 2013 all the way to 2020. So we are not even 4 years in. We were thinking of the next PlayStation. Like, PlayStation 5 sold very well. Just fucking, I don't know. Fuck. I mean, they do have some, like, Contraband. We don't know. No, not Contraband. I'm sorry. That's Xbox. What was it called? Concord. Concord, that's one game we don't know anything about, though. Wait, hold on. PlayStation's Studios games, I guess announced. I want to know about the ones that aren't out yet but got announced. Current status of PlayStation Studios. Okay, this Reddit might help. It's supposed to be a new Astro game is rumored. Okay, Bend Studio game, Blue Point game, of course. Bungie has Marathon, yes, and of course Destiny, but that's technically, I guess, PlayStation Studios. Horizon 3, Horizon Online. I didn't even know that. Oh yeah, the Horizon Zero Dawn remake, remaster, or whatever. Oh yeah, Fair Game with $sign at the end. I forgot about that game. Okay, supposedly. Oh yeah, that's right. Well, didn't Venom get leaked? Oh, Wolverine too. All right, that's right. Ghost of Tsushima 2. Yeah, I bet that's gonna get announced this year. There you go. I might go get announced this year. It's not gonna come out this year, but that's why they said they have no first party games coming out until like beginning of next year. They're gonna announce it this year though. And whatever they do during June, which I'm sure they will do something during June. Anyway, there you go. That's it. That's the end of PS5. Yeah. All right. That was a good video. That's I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully, I don't know. This is the thing. I don't care. I've said this many times. I mean, it's not that I don't care about exclusives. There's an exclusive game on one console. That's cool. But most of the time, I feel like these could be anywhere. Like God of War, it's always been on PlayStation. Makes sense there. Horizon, I guess, technically has always been on PlayStation, but it's only, 2 games in, if you don't count the VR game. But I feel like a lot of other games, like Spider-Man, just because Sony owns the rights, there's been plenty of Spider-Man games on every other console. It just feels so feels a little slimy that it's only PlayStation. You can say the same thing about Xbox, but look, Xbox is moving shit over to other consoles. And I have a feeling they said Starfield's not, but I have a feeling Starfield will in the future. And Starfield just came out too. I don't think we'll ever. Oh, Final Fantasy VII, technically not first party, but that is one thing. I'm surprised we still haven't seen it on Xbox yet. I don't know why the fuck that hasn't come yet. It's on Steam, but it's not on Xbox. I think it can go on Xbox now, but weirdly enough, it's not. Every other PlayStation, I mean, every other Final Fantasy game besides 16 and Final Fantasy VII Remake is on Xbox. Recent ones, I mean. Final Fantasy 15 was on there. 14's coming to Xbox. That World of Final Fantasy is on there. What else? That Type 0 game's on there. Final Fantasy 13, 13-2, Lightning Returns. And when I say recent, I mean like in the last 10 or so years. I don't know. It's not first party Final Fantasy. That's Square Enix. But yeah. Anyway, whatever. Anyway, there you go. That's it. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. Bye.